A week ago, I was visiting friends in Wellington and I was gifted a jar of chili crisp. Now, I don't know how I've got through life this far without having discovered this condiment, but basically I've had it on everything I've eaten since. It is delicious. So I've run out, and today was my mission to try and make my own. Here it is. It's official. I've finally run out. Finally. It only took me a week. Of the delicious chili crisp that you gave me. So, here we go. DIY chili crisps, have a crack. MSG! Because apparently it isn't about like 50% of the food we eat. So, in case you didn't know, fun fact, flavor enhancer 621 is MSG. And fennel's actually not in the recipe, but I like fennel, so I'm going to put in a little bit, not that whole bag. Chili flakes, whole chilies, got some black sesame seeds, fried shallots, chopped peanuts, and then I'm going to fry up some garlic. If you haven't seen this is called solo garlic. You get it from Countdown, and this was the best thing I ever found. It's 1 clove of garlic in one, so not pulling them apart, peeling, fiddly, fantastic. Recommend those. I've got some ginger, and I've got my jalapenos and capsicums. I think these are capsicums, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to taste test them because I get my plants mixed up. So here we go. So I've almost finished chopping up the veggie. I just wanted to show you this in case you haven't seen one, because how cool. This is the solo garlic. Look at that. How easy. 1 clove. And it's probably like 3 or 4 normal cloves in size, so saves a lot of peeling. And I also want to show you this, like, look at this little freak of a jalapeno. So confirmation, the green ones, definitely the jalapenos. These ones, capsicums, but more flavour, right? I don't think you meant to add capsicum, but hey, do what you want. Alright, so stuff's chopped. Now I've got to add peanut oil into the pan. I'm really unsure of quantities, so I'm probably just gonna make it up to start with, and I guess I can always add more, right? Sure. The key with crisping this stuff up is you don't want it to like actually get black or even brown, so I think it's a slow warm. So I'll just have to keep an eye on it, not go wander off and do other things. Time to add the goodness. We've got the garlic, ginger, and might even be too hot. But turn it down. Jalapenos and capsicums. No, I did not measure anything. We'll find out if that was a fail later on. I need to stir it. This thing. Maybe this thing. Okay. Yeah, it's... Well, it looks great. There's a lot in there. I'm thinking maybe my oil ratio might be a bit low. But again, I can probably add more later, right? Because I've seen some and they look super runny, and I want chunky. Alright, so while my crispy things are getting crispy, we'll do the other stuff, the dried ingredients. So it calls for a 1/4 cup of chili flakes, classic taste. And there's a lot of seeds in this one. That's fine, I'm sure that's fine. And then, oh, I don't know, maybe it's a guess with the cardamom. I'm going to put in that many, oh, maybe not. That many cardamom. Do I crisp it? Oh god, it smells so good. I'm going to put them in the pan so they can infuse. And then, the fennel, again, I'll just make that up, and I'll probably, I'm going to put them in the pan too. I'm just going to little shaky. Delicious. Okay. I probably bought way more fennel seeds than I needed. But they'll get used. Sesame seeds. Probably, we can probably just go straight in here. Black sesame seeds. That many. You know what? Use a packet. It's fine. They're not overpowering, right? Put the shallot. We need a lot of shallot because they are. Oh, it always has a whipped cream. There you go. Okay. Let's cut. I feel like these are like the essential crispy part of the crispiness. So, and I've just realised looking at, I'm going to need a bigger jar. But that's not a bad problem unless it tastes awful. Which, how can it though, right? How can this taste bad? We'll find out. Yeah, we can always add more. What else was I going to add? Oh, don't forget MSG. So, I've never used MSG before. So I might stop and actually look how much they recommend for this one because I don't want to fuck this one up. Apparently, and this is to the quarter cup of chili flakes, like the only thing I actually measured, you do a quarter of teaspoon of MSG. So there we go. Umami! And I need a teaspoon of sugar. Now the recipe I was looking at used white sugar, but I've got raw sugar. Hopefully it won't be problematic. It is a bit chunkier. Oh well. That goes in. 1 teaspoon of sugar. And peanuts. Where are they? Oh, here. Some choppy peanuts. Now, I don't know if these are roasted. I mean, they look a little bit roasted, like a little bit brown, but it doesn't say that they are. So, to give them a little more, I think I might just wait till capsicums and stuff have crisped up a bit, and then I'll add the peanuts in there, so they can get a little more in there. And then, yeah. So here's our mixture of jalapenos and garlic, ginger, a couple of spices, and they seem to be cooking at a nice rate, not too strenuous, just splashing. So we'll just let it continue doing its thing. I do feel like if I look at that plus that dry, we might be a little bit light on the oil, so I might add a little bit more. So I have added a little bit more oil, and I do feel like I was a little bit shy with the cardamom, especially since it's in pods, right? Like, how much can it do? So just a little bit more cardamom. So I don't know why they do this, but I often will watch the instructional video after I've already begun. And they said chop it up nice and fine, which let's just say I did rough instead of fine. So I'm in there with the scissors now, just chopping it up a little bit finer. Not tedious at all, but hey, at least I can't get sidetracked going putting on the washing or something like that when I'm busy taking scissors to my chili crisp. So it's been, I'd say, at least half an hour, maybe more, and it's looking quite nice and brown. I did add the peanuts, maybe a few too many, because it's smelling really peanutty, but we'll see how it goes. Might have to troubleshoot. In the recipe, you're supposed to strain this into the oil, so that you can crispy that, but I feel like I want to mix, like dissolve the sugar and stuff in this oil first, so I'm going to go against the grain. Put this in here, give it a little stir, just so that I can get that sugar and MSG actually mixed up in there. Wow, it is going to be chunky. Yeah. And I guess I'm also getting to see what the oil to crispy ratio is, which is very crispy. So again, this will provide an opportunity for a bit more oil, I think. Yeah. Because at the moment, she's a chunky monkey. I think we're there. No need to worry about the peanuts. Can't taste them at all. It is delicious. Did make a few tweaks. A little extra salt. A little agave syrup for a little more sweetness. But all in all, I think we're pretty much on point. I just need to do the strainy thing, which will hopefully crisp up everything once we remove them out of the oil for a bit. But don't worry, that delicious oil is going back in afterwards. Okay, so apparently now we just strain it. Try not to make a mess. As much of the oil out. I might just leave that there for a bit, and then you can even refry the crispies to get them crispier. And then once they're super crispy, back in the juice. I think it's ready. Yeah. So now I just got to get it into jar. I don't know how many jars. This was the one that I finished. That's a little bit smaller, but I've definitely got more than that, so I thought I'd go for a slightly bigger jar. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it smells so good. Will it all fit? We'll see. It looks like it might. Squish it in. It's gonna be close. Might just have to eat the rest. Oh, what a shame. That's gonna fit. Yeah. Perfect. And I can lick the spoon. So good. Ooh, spicy.